The most popular Chinese food in the Philippines has Chinese names. We call them Pancit Canton from Canton or Lumpiang Shanghai from Shanghai. They're not. If you go to China and look for Pancit Canton or Lumpiang Shanghai, you won't find it there because these are purely Philippine inventions.
In the district of Binondo in Manila, reputed as the world's oldest Chinatown, the food is proof of how Chinese and Filipino cultures have intertwined over the past 400 years. As Chinese immigrants adjusted to the local way of life in Manila, dishes from different parts of China were infused with Filipino elements and flavors.
In Binondo, our Chinese food has been Filipinized. So for example, hopia is a Chinese pastry. It's really just dough with bean paste inside. But our hopia here has flavors, Filipino flavors. We have ube hopia, it's a bestseller. We have local flavors like langka and queso. I also think we're the only country that sells tikoy all year round. No, tikoy is a Chinese New Year food item. It's sweet rice cake. It's only for Chinese New Year. But here, the stores sell it all year round.
Old Manila Walks is a tour agency that's hosted food tours in Binondo for the past 14 years to showcase the unique centuries-old heritage of Chinese Filipinos, or Chinoys, through the food and architecture of the place.
The Chinese restaurants here, a lot of them have community stories, how they started. And the food that some of these restaurants sort of reflect the migration pattern of the Chinese who settled in Manila. Some of the restaurants would serve dishes from the Canton region, where 10% of the immigrants came from. Some of them would serve Hokkien, or food from Fujian province, where 90% of the immigrants came from.
Apart from the rich food culture, business thrived in this area which was close to the port. Banking, real estate, retail, food, fashion. Many of Philippines' top corporations were started by Chinese immigrants who had their humble beginnings in this old Chinatown.
In the history of Binondo, you cannot take out the history of the Chinese immigrants who settled here because they were a big part of the community. Binondo is a living testament on how different ethnicities has coexisted here in Manila. Chinese, Tagalog, Spanish. Of course, they would have friction. They eventually coexisted and they created a new culture which is distinctly Manilan, distinctly Binondo.